Welcome to Factorio, where progress is being made. So what you've missed in the interim period between last time and this time is two, not one, but two chests that were completely full that I destroyed, spewing their contents all over the floor, which made for an entertaining moment or two of tidying things up. I spared you that particular pleasure, but we've moved on. So we've now fitted up our conveyor assembly area onto a conveyor, ironically enough, which is going to take those belts all the way down to join up with, if I stop getting stuck on my own buildings, to join up with these inserters, which are then feeding the green flask factories we've got going on here, and that's led to a nice surplus of green flasks for our increased research output. Good times are being had by all, and that really only leaves setting up blue belts to be manufactured, which that's probably the most cumbersome of the flask builds to take care of, but that's okay. I'm confident. I'm happy. I think we can make this happen in a positive way. So a little bit of cleaning up to do first. Let's get rid of these old belts here. The reason blue belts, of course, are more complex to prepare than purples is that purple flasks only need alien goo to make them work, and we'll be sourcing some of that ourselves in the near future. I've got an idea with regard to how we'll do that, and we'll see if it turns out all right. So far we've managed to actually make this reasonably compact, which I'm rather pleased with. Blue, it goes without saying that blue flasks are going to take a fair amount more space to be set up, but I think we can live with that. Now hold on, before I do this, let's just have a. Yeah, we've got more in there than I really want to deal with personally. So we're on a bit of a general base clear up, I think is the safe way to describe it. I'm trying to take all of these kind of spare resource chests that I've got floating around and put them in one area if at all possible, just purely so that they can supply the logistics network, and all being well, that will also free up some space. So let me just get this going, and I'll get on with doing something more productive. There we go. That's that one, and then we'll do the same from here. I'm not even going to look what's in there, to be honest. We'll just bash it out. I want that to go over here. Guarantee that we're hitting both sides of the belt. All right. Well, how are you going to do that, Smarty Pants? We'll use a system. There's a system that we'll use. We'll use a system that looks like a bit like that, a bit like this, and we'll route that around the jolly corner. There we go. See? It's only temporary. It's just to do a bit of clean up. Okay, good. Why aren't you going? Because you've got a belt facing the wrong way. That's why you're not going. Off you trot. Yes, and you haven't really lived until you've emptied a box of gears and had their contents. This was full. I've since started to try and make it a little more empty. Yes, until you've spewed one of those all over the floor, you've not lived. So I mean, I've got the same going on with iron chests here and with repair kits, and I need to move those out and with steel, and I need to cycle those to somewhere a little more useful, which I'll worry about in a little while. Right, so blue flasks. Now I think I'm probably going to go for 4 blue flask factories, if not more, just because they take so damn long to make. The question is, where am I going to make them? So let us review, if we will, the component parts for blue flasks. We need a smart inserter, we need steel plate, we need advanced circuits, and we've got batteries. Okay, so we've got to route our steel into the mix. Smart inserters need manufacturing out of regular inserters. Advanced circuits we've got being made already. Shouldn't prove to be too much of a challenge. Right, so fast inserters. We need, hold on, a fast inserter is iron, circuits and inserters. If only there was somewhere near... Hold on a moment. So we can set up a fast inserter production area here. It's almost like I intended it, but I think you know well enough that I didn't intend it. This is a lucky happenstance. So let's plonk this guy down in the corner. You are now fast inserter creation area. And we'll have a long arm grabber to go and grab the stuff from that side. There we go. And a swifty handle. Where are we? I'm all out of swifty handles. Okay, well let's whip some more of those up. I'm forever running out of them. There we go. Swifty handles. Bosh. Right, there we go. Love it. Do I love it? I think I probably do. And then we want to turn those into smart inserters. Now smarts need 4 electronic circuits. So I think we can do this by just hopping next door. I know. Look at this. Isn't it wonderful? There we go. Hopping next door. Hook you up there. Sort out the goddamn power, which we can probably sit there actually. There we go. Everybody's happy, right? And we've got smart inserters being made. Right, that's one part of the puzzle complete in a very neat and orderly fashion. I'm really rather pleased with that. Now, whether with that the surplus that we've got there of raw materials coming in will persist once we're back up to full research speed, I don't know. But we'll worry about expanding that if the need arises. So with that done, we then just need steel, which is a raw material. Well, processed iron, advanced circuits we've got done, batteries we've got done. This is gonna be a piece of cake. So I think where's the most organised place we can do this? Now we've got to bring steel down. We might as well do that first because that's not going to be pretty, is it? Okay, how am I going to do that? Now we could possibly route it onto the other side of this conveyor here that is currently carrying conveyors, and then fish it all off. The risk, of course, there is that you end up clogging the belt. Or do we give it its own belt? I'm not... challenging it. Well, it would seem silly because I'm taking it in the same direction to try and do it another way. So I think the path to enlightenment here is going to be to route it onto the far side of this belt. So the question is, how am I going to do that? Because we do need those conveyors on the top, which means we need these on the bottom. Okay. You can almost hear the thought processes scraping along in the back of my head. I don't exactly know. Alright, well, first things first, we want to route that onto one side of a belt. Yes, we do. So let's do that. Okay, so that's now on the top, as is the other one. Now, if we put the other one, if we take the other one out through a less efficient path, like that, and then where are we? Take you underneath like that. And then put you back on your original destination. Get rid of those. Yeah, just randomly pick up everything. And then fire those out like that. Woohoo! Okay, right, good. We're going to want to run an intercept there. Let's just sever that belt here for the moment. So anyway, that's going to need picking up at the other end. Now, as mentioned, we do not want it to clog the belt. If it clogs the belt, then this whole thing just is a gigantic failure. Actually, what we can do here is we can take that away and use both sides of that, like that, because it's only going to feed in one place. Right, good. Okay, it's not the prettiest thing I've seen in the world, but it will do. It will do. Alright. So, here somewhere, I'm thinking. Here, maybe? We set up a bank of smart inserters to grab steel. The problem then, of course, is... So I think we're going to need to put some wiring in to tell steel to no longer be made if I've got a certain amount in the system. The only issue then is making sure that... Alright, let's go with 3, because frankly, when you need steel, you tend to need it in bulk. So let's go like that. Oh, well, hold on. Has it got to where you actually need it yet? Okay, right, this. Steady. Steady. Okay, we could take it off up here. Right, let's do that up here. Right, and let's start there. Right, and we want some smarty boys. Smarty boys, go grabbing on the steel. This will make sense, I'm sure. Right, it's obviously not going to fill all 3 of those at the same time. It's only going to fill the top one first, but that's okay. Now, with the 3 of them there, it should mean that there is no chance any steel gets past. Of course, if 2 of them get clogged, that's okay, because we just want to make sure we haven't got too much steel in the system, so we ought to wire that up early rather than later. Let's have a look. How much have I got? I've got 3,000 in the system at the moment. So if we say 3,000 is our limit, and we change these to smarts, what are you? Your input. Okay, so what we're going to do here is use a little bit of logic to say as long as there are less than, you want iron, and that is steel. What's that? Greater than, less than 7,000, less than 4,000, no, less than 3,000. If there's less than 3,000 in the system, same with you. Okay, steel plate. No, steel plate. Iron. There we go. Less than 3,000 in the system. Then make some. Right, we'll do the same the other side. Okay, and what this should do, what it should do, and I'm not vastly experienced. No, you don't those. Those can be regular blues, you fool. There you go. Go on. You can get back to work. Forgive me. Right, we'll take these away. Right, and yes. So what these will do is they will check to see whether the logistics system has got 3,000 steel in it, and if it's got less than that, it'll make me some steel. If there is more, it'll stop making steel. That's the theory, or it will rather, these will stop picking up iron, which of course in turn will stop making steel, because the steel foundries won't be being fed. That's the theory. However, is it working in practice? Yes, it seems to be. So as you can see, these aren't being fed because we have got more than 3,000 steel in the system at the moment, and therefore golf clap and the beers are on me. Right, good, that works. So now what we need to do, let's think about this, is we're going to have our blue flask factory complex, and we're going to need to feed from both sides. Okay, we're going to need these gears out of the way. Ooh, this is somewhat labour intensive. Take some random stuff out of my backpack here. Anything else? Don't need those really. There's a whole bunch of logistic robots there. Let's put them out to work. Why am I carrying them around? Get you out of my sight. Oh, good. Okay, okay. Only one more after that, and then we're happy. Ah, you're also done. So there we go. Get back to work. Pick this up. Ah, right. Okay. Good. That's that out of the way. The general cleanup round here is going to be required. So first things first. We've got our Pro inserters. Now, I think I am fairly certain, yeah, because inserters are an end product, you can't speed make them. Speed make, yes, you can't stick productivity modules in there to make them any faster. So I think we'll bang these out on here. Right, and then we're going to need another room for belts there. And let's go with 4 of these. I don't know if 4 is overkill or if 4 is not going to meet demand or what, but we are in the market for learning by doing, so we'll see. In fact, I don't need that. Right, cool. Yeah, totally. Get it. Now, are you actually going to be able to snag those? Well, let's change you to a blue flask and see if you can be bothered. There we go. Yep, that's fine. Alright, cool. Okay, so that's ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2 is steel, which we've just brought up over there. And so it would probably be handy. Tricky. So we're going to probably route steel down here on a belt. So we'll take it out of this top chest, route it down here, and then probably under. I'm not sure that's the most sensible routing. And then what else did we need? We needed advanced circuits, which are coming from below, and we need batteries, which are coming from over there. So we could route the batteries relatively simply over onto this belt. And it's a little bit zigzag belt action, but I can live with that. Right. Let's pick all of this up. Right, batteries. Batteries are currently being stuck on here. Right, they were sharing a belt with plastic, which we no longer need them to do. There must be a more elegant way of doing this. It's all about elegant. When you get to this stage of the game, it's all about doing things in an elegant fashion. And very soon I'm going to elegantly go and murder a whole bunch of aliens. Come on, Tiger. Get to work. Changing the direction of the belt every 3 seconds. Total evidence there that I know exactly what I'm doing. Right. Oh, we need to make sure we're resupplying these guys, actually. That's something that needs taking care of. It can wait for the moment. I probably need to reorganize this as well, to be honest, and undoubtedly I should do that. Right, let's do this more neatly. Underground belts, because as established before, underground belts are sexy. Right, where are we heading? We're heading over here. More underground belts. You go, right angles. Right angles are so much better than being all bendy. There we go. Right, so that will take batteries along which edge? I think it's probably going to take them along the bottom edge. But let's have a look. I've got some batteries on me. So let's stick some on there. Yeah, bottom edge, that's not helpful. I want them on the top edge. Let's put the other half on that one. Actually, let's top this up so you make some more. There we go. I'll get you supplied properly shortly. Just, you know, hold on to your horses. Okay. Right. I want top edge, please. Top edge of belt. Which means some kind of switcheroo. Along the lines of... that. Okay. It's not pretty, but it will get the job done. Come on, fellas. Off you trot. Okay, what I am quite wary of course, is that that means I no longer have batteries being grabbed and stored by anywhere, and that's something I could probably do with addressing. There we go. How about that? Oh yeah, everybody loves it. Okay, so we now got 2 out of our 4 components going in. So why don't you come and join me next time when we'll get the other 2 components in, and then we'll do a little bit more general cleanup before I go on another bloodthirsty rampage against the alien scum. And those are full. All right, I need to go and do some tweaking. All right, catch up with you next time. Thanks for tuning in. I've been Colonel Failure. Have a nice afternoon.